Hey, I don't know what's RC, and this is my Runebound boss guide sponsored by SM Dicing. In this video I'll show you how to kill him efficiently with a 5-man team. You can encounter Runebound in any occult floor, so from floor 36 to 47. Personally, I think he is very hard to kill because he hits very hard. While fighting him, you should always protect from Mage and he drop up to Celestial rock bottom. Runebound is a very special boss because he can use all the 3 protection prayers at the same time. So while he's doing this, you cannot deal any damage to him. However, there are 3 pillars inside the room. A melee, range, and magic one. For example, if you activate the melee pillar, then his protect from melee prayer will be removed and you can deal damage with melee. He only has one special attack and it happens only if he has the 3 prayers at the same time. If it happens, he will say war, and then it will shoot thunderbolts or acid, I don't really know, but it will deal a lot of damage. So I highly recommend to avoid him using all the 3 prayers at the same time, and if it happens, then teleport to your gate or GGS as soon as possible to avoid the attack. You will need minimal organization if you want to defeat Runebound without dying a lot, so at least one player of the team will be responsible for the melee pillar, so it should always be activated when possible. So as soon as you enter the room, one player will activate the melee pillar, then attack the boss, and when the boss will be praying melee, protect from melee in fact, once again, the player will run near the pillar and wait until it can be activated again, so no time wasted. Another player of the team will be responsible for the mage pillar, so this pillar must not be activated always, only when the melee pillar isn't activated. So this is only to avoid the boss for using all the 3 prayers at the same time. This is to avoid a special attack that deals a lot of damage. And finally, for the range pillar, it's only a safety pillar, so it shouldn't be used in theory. So if someone messed up and the boss is praying the 3 prayers at the same time, then activate the range pillar to avoid its special attack. But in fact, if players are good and they activate the melee and mage pillars at the right time, you shouldn't have to use the range pillar. A common mistake is that when the players enter the room, they activate all the 3 pillars at the same time, and you must avoid it at all costs, because if you activate them all at once, he will get back his prayer all at once and he will do his special attack, so do not activate them all at once. Okay, so this is the boss room and how your team should look. So first of all, the player 1 near the melee pillar, the player 2 near the mage pillar, and finally the 3 other players near the range pillar in case of an emergency. Those are 3 little tips that can help you kill Runebound more easily. So first of all, if you have level 91 summoning, I highly recommend to make Blood Ragers, because their special attack reduces the boss defense, and it's very useful. Another tip is to never go under him, because you will receive a lot of damage. So if you don't have to move, then don't move. And finally, a little tip for the player who is responsible for the melee pillar. So while he's waiting to activate the pillar, he can hide in the corner behind the pillar, and he won't be hit as often as usual. Okay, so when you enter the boss room, make sure that he isn't about to do a special attack, because otherwise this will happen. So as you can see, you will receive a lot of damage, and you must avoid this at all costs. So first of all, activate the melee pillar, and as you can see, he isn't praying protect from melee anymore, so you can attack him and deals him damage. So now he's using all the 3 prayers, so it's very important to deactivate his prayer by activating a pillar. And now I will hide behind this pillar, the melee one, and I will wait until it can be activated again. It takes a little time for it to be activated again. So now I activated it, and I can attack the boss once again with melee. As soon as the melee prayer will be on once again, my teammate will right away activate the mage pillar, so he isn't doing his 3 prayers at the same time, so no special attack. So now I hide inside the corner, now wait, and now I can activate the pillar, activate it, and I go back to the boss. You can also use your familiar special, like I said before, to reduce his defense. So I keep attacking him. As soon as he will pray melee, my teammates will activate one of the pillar, so he isn't doing a special attack. This is very important. Activate the melee pillar, go back to the boss, etc, etc. You do this until the boss is dead, obviously, and seriously, he is quite hard for new players.